How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a Scotsman, dropped in the middle of a forgotten spot in the Caribbean by providence impoverished to squalor, grow up to be a hero and a scholar? The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter. By 14, they placed him in charge of a trading charter. Now every day while slaves were being collared and slaughtered away across the waves, he struggled and kept his guard up. Inside he was longing for something to be a part of. The brother was ready to beg, steal, borrow, or barter. And a hurricane came and devastation reigned. Our man saw his future dripping down the drain. Put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain, and he wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain. Now the word got around, they said this kid is insane, man. Took up a collection just to send him to the mainland. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. My name is Alexander Hamilton, and there's a million things I haven't done. But just you wait, just you wait. When he was 10, his father split full of it, debt-ridden 2 years. And he said Alex and his mother bedridden, half dead, sitting in their own sick, the scent thick. And Alex got better, but his mother went quick. Moved in with the cousin committed suicide. Left him with nothing but ruined bride. Something new inside, a voice saying, Alex, you gotta fend for yourself. He started retreating and reading all the treaties on the shelf. There would have been nothing left to do for someone less astute. He would have been dead and destitute. Sent to restitution, started working for his late mother's landlord, trading sugar cane and rum and all the things he can't afford. But he can't get his hands on, and now as he stands on the bow of a ship, headed for a new land. In New York, you can't be a new man. New York, you can just you wait. Just you wait. New York, you can be a new man. In New York, just you wait. Alexander Hamilton. We are waiting in the wings for you. If you never back down, you never learn to take your time. Oh, Alexander Hamilton, Alexander Hamilton, America sings for you. Will you know what you overcame? Will they know you rewrote the game? The world will never be the same. Oh, ship is in a harbor now, see if you can spot him. Another immigrant coming up from the bottom. Lieutenant got him. We fought with him. Me, I died for him. Me, I trusted him. Me, I loved him. And me, I'm the damn fool that shot him. There's a million things I haven't done, but just you wait. What's your name, man? Alexander Hamilton. (1776). New York City. Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir? That depends who's asking. Oh, well, sure, sir. I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you. I'm getting nervous, sir. I heard your name in Princeton. I was seeking an accelerated course of study. Then I got sort of out of sorts with a buddy of yours. I may have punched him. It's a blur, sir. He handles the financials. You punched the bursar. Yes, I wanted to do what you did, graduate into and join the revolution. He looked at me like I was stupid. I'm not stupid. And why'd you do it? How'd you graduate so fast? It was my parents' dying wish before they passed. He's an orphan. Of course, I'm an orphan. God, I wish there was a war that we could prove that we were more than anyone bargained for. Can I buy you a drink? That would be nice. While we're talking, let me offer you some free advice. Talk less. What? Smile more. Ha! Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. You can't be serious. You wanna get ahead, yes. Fools who run their mouths off wind up dead. Yo, what time is it? Showtime! Like I said, I'm John Lawrence in the place to be. 2 pints of Sam Adams, but I'm working on 3, huh? Them red coats don't water with me, cause I will pop, chicka pop these cops till I'm free. A wee, mon ami, je m'appelle Lafayette. The Lancelot of the revolutionary set. He came from afar just to say bonsoir to the king. Kissawa is the best. Blah, I am Hercules, Mulligan, up in it, loving it. Yes, I heard your mother say, come again. And horses, of course, it's hard to have intercourse over 4 sets of corsets. Wow, no more sex, pour me another bruise, son. Let's raise a couple more to the revolution. It's the kids in college. Give us a verse, drop some knowledge. Good luck with that. You're taking a stand. You sit, I'ma spit. We'll see where we land. Bro, the revolution's imminent. What do you stall for? If you stand for nothing, bro, what do you fall for? Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? Who is this kid? What's he gonna do? I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I might get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and scholarship. Got a lot of brains with no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word I drop. Knowledge, I'm a diamond in the rough, a shiny piece of coal. Reach my goal, my power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York cities you get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage. I learned to manage. I don't have a brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out my name. I am the ALEXAND. Lear, meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. The King George runs around, comes to spending spree. He ain't never gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, he says in parentheses, don't be shocked when the history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy, and I am not thrown away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. It's time to take a shot. I dream of life without the monarchy. The unrest in France will lead to anarchy. Anarchy, how you say, how you spell anarchy. When I fight, I make the others anarchy with my shot. Hey, yo, I'm a tailor's apprentice. Local parentis, I know in the rebellion, cause I know it's my chance to socially advance. Instead of sewing some pants, gonna take a shot. And you will never be truly free until those in bondage have the same rights as you and me. You and I do or die, live till I stallion on a stallion with the 1st Black Battalion. Have another shot. Geniuses, lower your voices. You keep out of trouble and you double your choices. I'm with you, but the situation is fraught. You got to be carefully taught. If you talk, you're gonna get shot. Bird, check what we got. Mr. Lafayette, hard rock like Lancelot. You think your pants look hot, Lawrence, I like you a lot. Let's hatch a plot blacker than the kettle calling the pot. What are the odds of gods to put us all in one spot? It's popping a chilling with what's going on. A bunch of revolutionary manumission abolitionists. Give me your position, show me where the ammunition is. Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited. Shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud. Let's get this guy in front of a crowd. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shout it from the rooftops. From the rooftops. come on. Come on, let's go. Rise up. When you're living on your knees, you rise up. Tell your brother that she's gotta rise up. Tell your sister that she's gotta rise up. Are these colonies gonna rise up? When are these colonies gonna rise up? When are these colonies gonna rise up? When are these colonies gonna rise up? Rise up. I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, 7 feet ahead of me. Is I see it coming, do I run or do I let it be? Is it like a beat without a melody? See, I never thought I'd live past 20. Where I come from, some get half as many. While we living fast, we laugh each for a flash. We have to make this moment last. That's plenty. Scratch that. This is not a moment, it's the movement. Where are the hungriest brothers with something to prove when we taking on our stands, we roll like Moses, claiming our promised lands. And if we win our independence, that'll guarantee our freedom for our descendants. Or with the blood we shed, begin an endless cycle of vengeance and death with no defendants. I know the action in the street is exciting, but Jesus, between all the reading and fighting I've been reading and writing, we need to handle our financial situation. If we a nation of states, what's the state of a nation? Our class slaves are waiting, our class flashing every expectation, every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualty and sorrow. For the first time I'm thinking past tomorrow, and I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Gonna rise up, take a shot, rise up, rise. Time to take a shot, rise up, take a shot. Yeah, it's time to take a shot, and I am not throwing away my shot. I may not live to see our glory, but I will gladly join the fight. And when our children tell our story, they'll tell the story of tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Raise a glass to the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you. Raise a glass to the 4 of us. Tomorrow there'll be more of us, telling the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. They'll tell the story of tonight. Tonight. There's nothing rich folks love more than summer downtown and summer with the poor. They pull up in their carriages and walk at the students in the colleges to watch him talk. Tate Philip Schuyler, the man is loaded. Uh-oh, but little does he know that his daughters, Peggy, Angelica, Eliza, sneak into the city just to watch the guys work. Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, Schuyler's sister, Angelica, Peggy, Eliza, work. Daddy said to be home by sundown. Daddy doesn't need to know. Daddy said to be home downtown. Like I said, you're free to go. But look around, the revolution's happening in New York, Angelica. Work. It's bad enough Daddy wants to go to war. People shouting in the square. It's dead enough to be violence on our shore. New ideas in the air. Look around, Angelica, remind me what we're looking for. She's looking for me, Eliza. I'm looking for a mind to work. I'm looking for a mind to work. I'm looking for a mind to work. Whoa, work. Ooh. Summer in the city, someone in the girl speaking to me looking pretty. Excuse me, miss, I know it's not funny, but your perfume smells like your daddy's got money. While you slumming in the city with your fancy heels, looking for a merchant that you can give you your deals. Bro, you disgust me, oh, so you disgust me. I'm a trust fund, baby, you can trust me. I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some might say that I'm intense, so I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that I'm in a created equal. And when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'ma compel him to include women in the sequel. Work! Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some might say that I'm intense, so I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that I'm in a created equal. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. History is happening in Manhattan, and we just happen to be in the greatest city in the world. In the greatest city in the world. Work, Angelica, Eliza and Peggy, Skylar's sisters. I'm looking for a mind to work. Hey, yeah, in the greatest city in the world. Yeah. My name is Samuel Savory, and I present Free Thoughts of the Continental Congress. Heed not the rebel who scream revolution. They have not your interest at all. Oh my God, take us through the part. Chaos and bloodshed are not a solution. Don't let them lead you astray. This Congress was not speak for me. Let it be. They're playing a dangerous game. I pray the King shows you his mercy. For shame, for shame. He'd have you all unravel at the sound of screams, but the revolution is coming. They have not your interest. It's hard to listen to you with a straight face. Chaos and bloodshed already haunt us. A solution, don't even talk. What about Boston and all the costs and all that we've lost? And you talk about Congress does not speak. My dog speaks more eloquently. But strangely, your mange is the same. Is he in Jersey? For the revolution. For the revolution. If you repeat yourself again, I'm gonna scream. Honest, look at me. Please don't breathe. Don't modulate the key to not to date with me. Why should a tiny island across the sea regulate the price of tea? Alexander, please. Bert, I'm not to be divisive, then indecisive. Drop the niceties. A message from the king, a message from the king, a message from the king. You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea that you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. I'm so sad. Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back. Soon you'll see, you'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. Is have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. La da 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 da. Ba Ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can go on. You be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject. And you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever. And ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war for your love, for your praise. And I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we've had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Ba da 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 ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody, ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da. British Admiral Howe's got troops on the water. 42,000 troops in New York Harbor. 42,000 troops in New York Harbor. They surround our troops, they surround our troops, they surround our troops. As a kid in the Caribbean, I wished for a war. I knew that it was poor. I knew it was the only way to rise up. When I die my story, I'm either gonna die on the battlefield in glory or rise up. And we'll fight for this land. But there's only one man who can give us the command so we can rise up. Understand, it's the only way to rise up. Rise up. Here comes the general. Ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've been waiting for. The pride of Mount Vernon. George Washington. We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. And yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Can I be real a second? For just a millisecond, let down my guard and tell the people how I feel a second. Well, I'm the Mason Delegation General, a veteran Virginia veteran whose men are all lining up to put me up on a pedestal, writing letters, relishing my eloquence and elegance. But the elephant is in the room, the truth is in your face. When you see them British cannons go boom, only hope of success is fleeting. How can I keep leading when the people I'm leading keep retreating? We take the stop to the bleeding as the British take Brooklyn. Night takes Rook, but look, we are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. And yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man. Incoming! The battery down, the battery, check the damages. We better stop them and rob them of their advantages. We did stand with the stamina, God has granted us. Hamilton won't abandon ship, yo, let's steal the cannons. Boom! Watch the cannon as the blood and the shit spray. Boom! We'll abandon the Kips Bay, and boom! 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 We can't afford another slip. Guns and horses, giddy up. Forces, the British take the city up. Just coast are giving up. Mass mutiny, I scream in the face of this mass mutiny. Are these the men which I am to defend America? We ride in Manhattan the distance. I cannot be everywhere at once, people. I'm in dire need of assistance. Your Excellency, sir. Who are you? Aaron Burr. Sir, permission to state my case as you were? I was a captain under General Montgomery until he caught a bullet in the neck in Quebec, and well, in summary, I have a couple. I admire how you keep firing at the British from a distance. I have some questions, a couple of suggestions on how to fight instead of fleeing west. Yes? You wanted to see me? Yes, sir, we keep meeting. I look forward to seeing your strategy play out. Burr, sir, close the door on your way out. Did I do something wrong, sir? On the contrary, because our odds are beyond scary. Your reputation precedes you, but I have to laugh. Hamilton, how come nobody gets you on this staff? Don't get me wrong, you're a young man of great renown. I heard you stole British cannons while you still downtown. Nathaniel Greene and Henry Knox wanted to hire you to be the secretary. I don't think so. So why are you upset? I'm not. It's alright, you want to fight. You got a hunger. You're just like you when I was younger. Head full of fantasies of dying like a martyr. Yes, dying is easy, young man. Living is harder. Why are you telling me this? I'm being honest. I'm working with a third of what our Congress has promised. We are a powder keg about to explode. I need someone like you to lighten the load. So, I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry. I am not throwing away my shot. Son, we are outgunned, outman. We are all the help we can get. You have some friends, Lawrence Mulligan, Marquita Lafayette. Okay, what else? Outnumbered, outplanned. We need some spies on the inside. Some kingsmen who might let some things slide. And tell them we need supplies. You rally the guys, master the elements of surprise. I rise above my station, organize the information, so we rise to the occasion of our new nation, sir. Rise up, here comes the general, rise up. Here comes the general, rise up. Here comes the general and his right-hand man. Boom! 3 big booms. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore go on and on, grow into more of a phenomenon? Watch this obnoxious, arrogant, loud-mouthed squalor be seated at the right hand of the father. Was Hamilton right on sight, but Hamilton still wants to fight, not right. Now Hamilton's skill with the quill is undeniable, but what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to deflower. Ladies, looks proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted. A Martha Washington named her feral tomcat after him. That's true. 1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all. Yo, if you can marry a sister, you're rich, son. Is it a question of if, but, or which one? Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, I do. Hey, ooh, I do. Boy, you got helpless. Looking for your eyes and the skies are in and I'm helpless. Time for the count and I'm drowning in them. I have never been the type to try and drive the spotlight. We were at a rebel with some rebels on a hot night. Roughing up my sister as we dancing in the room. You walked in and my heart went boom. Turn to eye in the sky of the ballroom. Everybody dancing and the dance top volume. Ride to the rhythm as we ride and dine. Grab my sister and whisper, yo, this one's mine. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Back to me and suddenly I'm helpless. Oh, look at those eyes. Oh, helpless. Down for the count and I'm smiling in 'em. That boy is mine. That boy is mine. I'm helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em.
Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
Well, by all means, lead the way.
Elizabeth Schuyler,
It's a pleasure to meet you, Skylar.
Thank you for all your service.
It takes fighting a war for us to meet, then it would have been worth it.
You to it.
1 week later, I'm writing a letter nightly. Now my life gets better every letter that you write me. Laughing at my sister as she wants to run a harem. I'm just saying, if you really love me, you would share 'em. Ha! 2 weeks later, in the living room, stressing. Father stone faced while you're asking for his blessing. Grind inside as you wine and dine. Not to cry, 'cause there's nothing that your mind can't do. Cross the room to you. For a second thinking I'm through. Then he shakes your hand and says, be true. And you look back to me and suddenly I'm helpless. Boy, look at those eyes. Oh, I'm helpless, helpless. Down for the count and I'm down and I'm so into you. Oh, helpless, helpless. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. Eliza, I didn't have $1 to my name, an acre of land, a troop to command, $1 for fame. All I have my honor, a tolerance for pain, a couple of college credits and my top-notch brain. Insane, your father Millie brings out a different side of me. Peggy confides in me, Angelica tried to take a bite of me. No sweat, my love for you is never in doubt. We'll get a little place in Harlem and we'll figure it out. I've been living without a family since I was a child. My mother left, my mother died. I grew up buck wild, but my mother's face that was real. As long as I'm alive, I swear to God you never feel so. I do. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. 'Cause of the lies is in it. I'm looking for your eyes and the sky's the limit. Down for the count and I'm drowning in 'em. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. In New York you can be a new man. Helpless. All right. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, everyone,
Give it up
give it up.
for the maid of honor,
Honor,
Angelica Schuyler.
Skylar.
I toast to the room, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride, to the bride. From your sister, who's always by your side, to your union, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. Rewind. Found me. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I just might. I remember that night, I remember that. I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember them soldier boys looking over themselves doing our praise. I remember that dream like candlelight, like a dream that you can't quite place. Oh, Alexander, I'll never forget the first time I saw your face. I have never been the same. Intelligent eyes and a hunger-paying frame. And when you said hi, I forgot my damn name. Set my heart aflame, every part aflame. This is not a game. You strike me as a woman who's never been satisfied. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. You forget yourself. You're like me. I'm never satisfied. Is that right? I've never been satisfied. My name is Angelica Schuyler, Alexander Hamilton. Where's your family from? Unimportant, there's a million things I haven't done. Just you wait Just you wait. Sa, sa, sa. So this is what it feels like to match wits with someone that you love. What the hell is the catch? It's the feeling of the freedom and feeling the light. It's when frequent the key and a kite. You see it right. The conversation lasts in 3 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and with total agreement. It's a dream and it's agreement against. Bit of a posture, it's a bit of a stance. I'm a bit of a flirt. I'm gonna give it a chance. He asked about his family. Did you see his answer? He looked askance. He's penning his flying by the seat of his pants. Handsome boy, does he know it? Peach fuzz, and he can't even grow it. Turns it far away from this place, and I turn to my sister's face, and she is helpless. And I know she is helpless, and her eyes are just helpless. And I realize 3 fundamental truths at the exact same time. Where are you taking me?
I'm about to change your life.
By all means, lead the way. I'm a girl in a world in which my only job is to marry rich. My father has no son, so I'm the one who has to social climb for one. So I'm the oldest and the wittiest, and the gossip in New York City is insidious. But Alexander is penniless. It doesn't mean I want him any less.
Elizabeth, Skylar, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Skylar.
Skylar. Number 3.
He's after me. He's on a status.
The elevator status, I have to be naive to set that aside. Maybe that is why I introduced him to Eliza. Now that's his bride. Nice going, Angelica, he was right. You will never be satisfied.
Thank you for all your service.
If it takes fighting war for us to meet, it would have been worth it.
You to it.
Number 3. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. If I tell him that I love him, she'd decidedly resign. He'd be mine. She would say I'm fine, she'd be lying. But when I fantasize at night, it's Alexander's eyes as I romanticize what might have been if I hadn't sized him up so quickly. At least my dear Eliza's his wife. At least I keep his eyes in my life. To the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride, to the bride from your sister, who's always by your side. To your union, revolution, and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied. And I know you'll be happy as his bride. And I know it will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied. I may not live to see our glory, but I've seen wonders great and small. 'Cause if the tomcat can get married, there's hope for all us after all. Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never see again. No matter what they tell you, let's have another round tonight. Raise a glass to the 4 of us, to the newly not war of us. We'll tell the story of tonight. Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir, I didn't think that you would make it, to be sure. Spit a verse, Burr. You are the worst, Burr. Congrats to you, Lieutenant Colonel. I wish I had your command instead of man in George's journal. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. Now be sensible. From what I hear, you made yourself indispensable. What I heard, you got a special someone on the side, Burr. What are you trying to hide, Burr? No, these guys should go. Leave us alone. It's alright, Burr. I wish you had this girl with you tonight, Burr. You're very kind, but I'm afraid it's unlawful, sir. What do you mean she's married? I see she's married to a British officer. Oh, shit. Congrats again, Alexander. Smile more. I see you on the other side of the war. I will never understand you. If you love this woman, go get her. What are you waiting for? I see you on the other side of the war. See you on the other side of the war. Theodosia writes me a letter every day. Keeping her bed warm while her husband is away. He's on a British island in Georgia, trying to keep the colonies in line. Well, he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still aside, whatever many have tried, then I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher. But there were things that the harmonies of hymns won't teach her. My mother was a genius. My father commanded respect. When they died, they left no instruction, just a legacy to protect. Dad doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We laugh and we cry, we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when everyone who loves me has died, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it! Wait for it, wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. I am inimitable, I am an original. I'm not falling behind or running late. I'm not standing still, I am blinding weight. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose. Hamilton faces relentless, he wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate, he exhibits no restraint. Takes and he takes and he takes, and he keeps winning anyway. Changes the game, plays and he raises the stakes, and if there's a reason he seems to thrive when so few survive, then goddamn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We rise and we fall, and if there's a reason I'm still alive and so many have died, then I'm willing to wait for it, 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 wait for it. Stay alive, stay alive. I have never seen the general so despondent. I have taken writing over correspondence. Congress writes, George attacked the British forces. I wrote that we have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants, suppliers, equipment, assistants, they only take British money, so sing a song of sixpence. The cavalry's not coming. There's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright. Don't advance, strike by night. Remain relentless until the troops take flight, making it impossible to justify the cost of the fight. Outrun. Outman. Get 'em quick, get out fast, chick a blast, stay alive until this horrible show is past. We gonna fly a lot of flags, half mast, raise a glass to my apprenticeship. I pray that France will send a ship. We write essays against slavery, and every day's a testament to camaraderie and bravery. Cut supply lines, we steal contraband. We pick and choose our battles and places to take a stand. Sir, entrust me with the command, and every day, no, he dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee, makes him second in command. I'm a general, wee! Not the choice I would have gone with. He shit the bed at the Battle of Monmouth. Everyone attack! Attack! What are you doing, Lee? Get back to your steed. I'm sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, have Lafayette take the lead. Die in 100-degree heat as we snatch at the smellmate from the jaws of defeat. Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen. Washington cannot be left alone to his devices. Indecisive from crisis to crisis. The best he can do for the revolution is gonna go back and plant tobacco in Mount Vernon. Don't do a thing. History will prove him wrong. But sir, strong words from Lee. Someone ought to hold him to it. I can't disobey direct orders. Then I'll do it. Alexander, you're the closest friend I got. Lawrence, do not throw away your shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 new commandments. It's the 10 new commandments. Number 1, the challenge demands satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for further action. If they don't reach a point, that's your second, your lieutenant. When there's reckoning to be reckoned. If your seconds meet face to face, negotiate a time and place. This is commonplace, especially between recruits. Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4, that's alright. Time to get some pistols and a doctor on site. They pay him in advance, they treat him with civility. They have him turn around so he could have deniability. 5, do the sun is in the sky. Pick a place to die where it's high and dry. Number 6, leave a note for your best of kin. Tell them where you've been. Pray that hell of heaven lets you in. 7, discuss your sins. Ready for the moment of adrenaline when you finally face your opponent. Number 8, the last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, say if they can set the record straight. Alexander Aaron Burr, sir, do we agree that duels are dumb and immature? Sure, but your man has to answer for his words, Burr. With his life, we both know that's absurd, sir. Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous? Okay, so we're doing this. Number 9, looking in the eye ain't no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, paces fire. Lee, do you yield? He shot him in the side. Yes, he yields. I'm satisfied. Yo, we won. This should be fun. Lee, get a medic for the general. Yes, sir. Lee, you may never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service. Hamilton, meet me inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside. Son, it's war is hard enough without infighting. You solve nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. I'm not your son. Charles Lee, then take your name and they break it through the mutter. My name's through enough. I can take it. I don't have your name. I don't have your name. I don't have your name. But if you gave me a command of a battalion, I could drive up at a station after the war, or you could die, and we need you alive. I am more than willing to die, so your wife needs you alive. Son, I need you alive. Call me son one more time. Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Go home. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Look around. How long have you known? Eliza, you should have told me. No, send you home. I'm not sorry. I knew you'd fight until the war was won, but you deserve a chance to meet your son. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. Will you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life? I relish being your wife. Look around. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. To stay alive, that would be enough. And if this child shares a fraction of your smile, or a fragment of your mind, look out world, that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges you're facing, the words you keep erasing and creating in your mind. But I'm not afraid, I know who I married, so long as you come home at the end of the day, that would be enough. You don't need a legacy, we don't need money. If I could grant you bites of mine, if you could let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative in the story they will write someday. Let this moment be the first chapter where you decide to stay. And I could be enough, and we could be enough. That would be enough. Dun, 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 dun. Dun. How does a ragtag volunteer army in need of a shower somehow defeat a global superpower? How do we emerge victorious from the quagmire, lead the battlefield waving Betsy Ross's flag higher? Yo, turns out we had a secret weapon, an immigrant. You know in love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing, confounding the British henchman. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fire Frenchman, Lafayette. Bloodstains and stopping him and dropping them. Watch me engaging them and staging them, engaging them out. France for more funds, France for more guns and ships, and so the balance shifts. We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war at Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there is someone else we need. I know Hamilton, so he knows what to do. Hamilton, you're going to use him eventually. What's he going to do on the bench? I mean, Hamilton. Know what happened with resilient to life, to the tactical brilliance. We'll fight for your land back. Get my right hand man back. Get my right hand man back. Hey, get your right hand man back. Get your right hand man back. Hamilton, Hamilton. Troops are waiting in the field for you. If they join us right now, together we can turn the tide. Oh, Alexander Hamilton. Troops of soldiers that will yield for you. If you know to make this right, they'll surrender by early light. The world will never be the same. Alexander. I was younger than you are now, when I was given my first command. I led my men straight into a massacre. I witnessed their deaths firsthand. I made every mistake and felt the shame rise in me. And even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me. Oh, history has its eyes on me. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you what I wish I'd known. When I was young and dreamed of glory, you have no control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. I know that we can win. I know that greatness lies in you. But remember from here on in, history has its eyes on you. Oh, history has its eyes on you. Battle of Yorktown, 1781. Monsieur Hamilton, Monsieur Lafayette, who do you belong to? We swear no sweater. We got quite a run. Immigrants, we get the job done. We go back to France. I bring freedom to my people if I'm given a chance. Go lead your man. I see you on the other side till we meet again. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. And yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down. I imagine just so much it feels more like a memory. Is it where it gets me on my feet? 7 feet ahead of me. If I see it run me, I have a man with me. Weapon in my hand, a command, and my men with me. Then I'll remember my allies is expecting me. Then I remember my allies is expecting. We gotta go, gotta get the job done. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. Take the bullet, charge the gun, the bullet, charge the gun. We move undercover and we move as one through the net. We have one chance to live another day. Give us away. Feel the moment of staying there. I meet the business end of a bayonet. The curb word is Rochambeau. Take me Rochambeau. Go man go, and so the American experiment begins with our friends all scattered to the wind. Low until South Carolina, redefine and brave. It will never be free until we end slavery. British away, we were there waiting at Chesapeake Bay. How did we know that this plan would work? We had a spy on the inside, that's right, Hercules Mulligan. British government, I take the information and then I smuggle it. Revolutionary liberty and I am loving it. Up against the ruffians. Shit now, somebody's gotta shovel it. Hercules Mulligan, I need no introduction. When you knock me down, I get the back up. Yeah. What? Go! After a week of fighting, a young man with red coat stands on a parapet. We lower our guns as he frantically waves a white handkerchief. And just like that it's over, we tend to our wounded, we count our dead. Black and white soldiers wonder alike if this really means freedom. Not yet. We negotiate the terms of surrender. I see George Washington smile. We escort our men out of Yorktown. They stagger home single file. Hundreds of people flood the street. There are screams and church bells ringing. And as the fall, I hear the drinking song they're singing. The world turned upside down. 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 Down. Freedom for America, freedom for France. Gotta start a new nation, gotta meet my son. We won, we won, we won. The world turned upside down.
They say
George was the price of my war is not a price that they're willing to pay. Insane. You cheat with the French, now I'm fighting with France and with Spain. I'm so blue. We thought that we made an arrangement when you went away. Now we're mine to subdue. Well, even despite our estrangement, I've got a small query for you. What comes next? You've been freed. Do you know how hard it is to lead? Run your own or sham? Wow. Do you have a clue what happens now? Oceans rise, empires fall. It's much harder when it's all your call. All alone, cross the sea. When your people say they hate you, don't come crawling back to me. Ba da 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 da, ba ba da 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 ya da 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 ya da. You're on your own. Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knock me out, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you, we'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Ooh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Ooh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun. My son, when you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. I'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. After the war, I went back to New York. After the war, I went back to New York. I finished up my studies and I practiced law. Burr worked next door. Even though we started at the very same time, Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop. Gentlemen of the jury, I'm curious, bear with me. Are you aware that we're making history? This is the first murder trial of a brand new nation. The millennium behind a liberation. I intend to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt with my assistant counsel, Burr. Counsel Hamilton, sit down. Our client Lemmy Winks is innocent. Call your first witness. That's all you had to say. Okay, one more thing. Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Why do you assume you're the smartest in the room? Soon that attitude may be your doom. Why do you write like you're running out of time? Writing at night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Keep on fighting in the meantime. Corruption sets your notes on that we can sing along in harmony, but nowhere is it stronger than in Albany. These colonies' economies increasingly stalling, but honestly, that's why public service seems to be calling me. I practiced the law, I practically defended it. I seen injustice in the world and I corrected it. Now for a strong sense of democracy, if not then I'll be Socrates throwing verbal rocks at these mediocrities. Hamilton at the Constitutional Convention. I was going to vote the Constitutional Convention. There is a New York junior delegate. Now what I'm going to say may sound indelicate. Those who propose its own form of government. Its own plan for a new form of government. Talked for 6 hours. The convention is listless. Bright young man. Yo, who the F is this? Why do you always say what you believe? Why do you always say what you believe? Every proclamation guarantees free ammunition for your enemies. Why do you write like you're running out of style? Writing at night like it's going out of style. Every day you fight like it's going out of style. Do what you do. Alexander Aaron Burr, sir. Well, it's the middle of the night. Can we confer, sir? Is this a legal matter? Yes, and it's important to me. What do you need, Burr? You're a better lawyer than me. Okay, I know I talk too much. You're abrasive. You're incredible in court. You're succinct, persuasive. My client needs a strong defense. You're the solution. Who is your client? The New York Constitution? No, hear me out. No way. A series of essays anonymously published defending the document to the public. No one will read it. I disagree. And if it fails, Burr, that's what we need it. The Constitution's a mess, so it needs defendants. Still a Constitution. Those independents. We have to start somewhere. No way. You're making a mistake. Good night. Hey, what are you waiting for? What do you stall for? We won the war. What was it all for? Do you support this Constitution? Of course, then defend it. And what if you're back in the wrong horse? Burr, we studied and we fought and we killed for the notion of a nation we now get to build. For once in your life, take a stand with pride. I don't understand how you stand to the side. Keep all my plans close to my chest. I'll wait here and see which way the wind will blow. I'm taking my time watching after donation, watching the tension grow. I am sailing off to London. I am accompanied by someone who always pays. Yeah, found a worthy husband who will keep me in comfort for all my days. He is not a lot of fun, but there's no one who can match you for turn of phrase. My Alexander Angelica. Look at where you are. Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle. To stay alive, that would be enough. And if this wife could share a fraction of your time, if I could grant you peace of mind, would that be enough? Alexander joined sources with James Madison and John Jay to write a series of essays entitled The Federalist Papers. In the end, the work divided evenly among the three men. In the end, they wrote 85 essays in the span of 6 months. John Jay got sick after writing 5. James Madison wrote 29. Hamilton wrote the other 51. How do you write like you're running out of time? Writing at night like you're running out of time. Every day you fight like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. Like you're running out of time. How do you write like tomorrow won't arrive? How do you write like you need it to survive? How do you write every second you're alive? Every second you're alive. Every second you're alive. They're asking me to lead. I'm doing the best I can to get the people that I need. I'm asking you to be my right hand man. I know it's a lot to ask, to leave behind the world you know. Treasury. Let's go. Alexander, I have to leave. Look around at how lucky we are to be alive right now. They are asking me to lead. He will never be satisfied. He will never be satisfied. History has its eyes on you. He will never be satisfied. History has its eyes on you. History has its eyes on you. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. I am Alexander Hamilton. Just you wait. I am not throwing away my shot. Sir, 1781. Bastard, orphan, immigrant, decorated war vet. Unite the colonies, the war vet.
Fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all. You ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not so fast, someone came along to resist him. Pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet, you haven't had the chance. Cause he's been kicking ass as the ambassador to France. But someone's gotta keep the American promise. You simply must meet Thomas.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home.
Thomas Jefferson's coming home. Lord, he's been off in Paris for so long.
France is following us to revolution. There is no more status quo. But the sun comes up and the world still spins. I helped Lafayette draft a declaration. Then I said I gotta go. I gotta be in Monticello. Now the work at home begins. So what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home, I wanna give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. There's a letter on my desk from the president. Haven't even put my bag down yet. Sally, BLM, darling, won't you open it? It says the president's assembling a cabinet, and then I end up being the Secretary of State. Great, and I'm already Senate approved. I just got home and now I'm headed up to New York.
Headed to New York, headed to New York.
Looking at the rolling fields, I can't believe that we are free. Ready to face whatever's awaiting me in NYC. But who's waiting for me when I step in the place? My friend James Madison, red in the face. He grabs my arm and I respond, what's going on?
Thomas, we are engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Can you get us out of the mess we're in? Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South alone. Where have you been?
France?
We have to win.
Well, what did I miss?
What did I miss?
What did I miss?
Some hope to this.
Head first into a political abyss.
Head first into the
I had my first cabinet meeting today. I guess I better think of something to say. I'm already on my way to get to the bottom of this.
What did I miss?
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home.
Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton.
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home.
Mr. Jefferson, welcome home, sir. You've been off in Paris for so long.
So what did I miss?
Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting, huh? The issue on the table. Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debt and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote them. Ow, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume state's debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits.
Not true.
Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid, I'm afraid. Don't tax the South, cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create, you just wanna move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and it's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Stand with me in the land of the free. Pray to God we never see Hamilton's candidacy. Look, when Britain taxed our tea, we got frisky. Imagine what gon' happen when you try to tax our whiskey.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present, we're running a real nation. Would you like to join us? Or stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello? If we assume the debts the union gets, a new line of credit, a financial diuretic, how do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost, you'd rather give it a sedative? A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, your debts are paid cause you don't pay for labor. We plant seeds in the South, we create, they keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war, you didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president, reticent. There isn't a plan he doesn't jettison. Madison, you mad as a hat, so take your medicine. Damn, you in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over, I'll show you where my shoe fits.
Excuse me. Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We're gonna reconvene after a brief recess. Hamilton,
Sir?
a word.
You don't have the votes.
You don't have the votes. You're gonna need congressional approval, and you don't have the votes. Such a blunder, sometimes it makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder.
Why he even brings the thunder?
You wanna pull yourself together?
I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather.
Young man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth.
So we let Congress get held hostage by the South?
You need the votes.
No, we need bold strokes. We need this
No,
plan.
you need to convince more folks.
Well, James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter.
Winning was easy, young man. Governing's hard.
They're being intransigent.
You have to find a compromise.
But they don't have a plan. They just hate mine.
Convince them otherwise.
And what happens if I don't get congressional approval?
I imagine they'll call for your removal.
Sir,
Figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
my dearest Angelica, tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having to name the play. They think me Macbeth, ambition is my folly. I'm a polymath, a pain in the ass, a massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson's Macduff, and Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to Dunsany. And here you are an ocean away. Do you have to live an ocean away? Thoughts of you subside, then I get another letter, and I cannot put the notion away.
Take a break.
I'm on my way.
There's a little surprise before supper, and it cannot wait.
I'll be there in just a minute, save my plate.
Alexander,
Okay.
your son is 9 years old today. He has something he'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. Philip, take it away.
Daddy, look, my name is Philip. I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. You can write rhymes, but you can't write mine.
What?
I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother.
Okay.
My daddy's trying to start America's bank. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Take a break.
Hey, our kid is pretty great.
Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate.
The lies, I've got so much on my plate.
We can all go stay with my father. There's a lake I know in a nearby park.
I'd love to go.
You and I can go when the night gets dark.
I will try to get away.
My dearest Alexander, you must get through to Jefferson. Sit down with him and compromise. Don't stop till you agree. Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea. In a letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase. You changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you've consumed my waking days. It says, my dearest Angelica. With a comma after dearest, you've written my dearest Angelica. Anyway, all this to say, I'm coming home this summer at my sister's invitation. I'll be there with your family if you make your way upstate. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm crossing the ocean and I just can't wait. You won't be an ocean away, you'll only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs. Angelica's arriving today. Angelica, Eliza,
The Schuyler sisters.
Alexander.
Hi.
It's good to see your face. Angelica, tell this man John Adams spends the summer with his family.
Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway.
You're not joining us, wait.
I'm afraid I cannot join you upstate.
Alexander, I came all this way. She came all this way. All this way, take a break.
You know I have to get my plan through Congress.
Run away with us for the summer, let's go upstate.
I lose my job if we don't get this plan through Congress.
All go stay with our father. There's a lake I know. It's your face. Screw your courage to the sticking plate. I can go. Right. Take a break and get away. Run away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate where we can stay. All go stay with our father. If you take your time, you'll make it hard to be alive. Right. Close your eyes and dream when the night gets dark. Take a break.
I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone under stress meets someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it.
I hadn't slept in a week, I was weak, I was awake. You've never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Mariah Reynolds walked into my life. She said,
I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go, and I came here all alone.
She said,
my husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's she's up and gone. I don't have the means to go on.
So I offered her a loan, I offered to walk her home. She said,
"You're too kind, sir."
I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away. She said,
"This one's mine, sir."
Then I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red, she led me to a bed, let her legs spread and said,
"Stay."
Hey.
Hey.
That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. But my God, she looks so helpless. And her body's saying, hell yes. No, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this. In my mind, I'm trying to go. Then her mouth is on mine, and I don't say no, no, say no to this. 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 I wish I could say that was the last time I said that last time. It became a pastime. A month into this endeavor, I received a letter from a Mr. James Reynolds. Even better, it said,
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me, down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who decided to. Uh-oh, you made the wrong sucker a cuckold. So time to pay the piper for the pants you unbuckle. And hey, you can keep seeing my whole wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife.
I hit the letter and I raced to a place, screamed, I'll cut you in the face. She said,
"No, sir."
dressed apologetic, a mess. She looked pathetic, she cried.
"Please don't go, sir."
So what's your full story? You said,
I don't know about any letters.
Stop crying, goddammit, get up.
I didn't know any better.
I am ruined.
Please don't leave me
I
like
am
I'm
helpless. How could I do this?
Just give him what he wants and you can have
I don't
me.
want you.
Whatever he
I don't want
wants,
you.
if you
I don't-
pay, you can stay.
Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this, but the situation's helpless.
Help.
And her body's screaming, hell yes. No, show me how to say no to this. How can I say no to this? There is nowhere I can go. When her body's on mine, I do not say no. Yes. Say no to this, I don't say no to this. There is nowhere I can go.
So?
Nobody needs to know.
Mr. Secretary. Mr. Burr. Sir. Did you hear the news about good old General Mercer? No. You know Claremont Street? Yeah. They renamed it after him. The Mercer legacy is secure. Sure. And all he had to do was die. And that's a lot less work. We ought to give it a try. Huh. Now how you gonna get your debt plan through? I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you. Really? Talk less. Smile more. Do whatever it takes to get my plan on the Congress floor. The Madison and Jefferson are merciless. What? Hate the sin, love the sinner. Hamilton, I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go. But decisions are happening over dinner. Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. the Potomac. And you'll provide him his vote. Well, we'll see how it goes. Let's go. No. What else was in the room?
Democratic Republican?
Since being one put me on the up and up again.
No one knows who you are or what you do.
They don't need to know me, they don't like you.
Excuse me?
Wall Street thinks you're great. You'll always be adored by the things you create, but upstate, where people think you're crooked. The scholarship was up for grabs, so I took it.
I've always considered you a friend.
I don't see why that has to
You
end.
changed parties to run against my father-in-law.
I changed parties to seize the opportunity I saw. I swear your pride will be the death of us all. Beware, it goeth before the fall.
The issue on the table. France is on the verge of war with England. Now, do we provide aid and troops to our French allies, or do we stay out of it? Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only person you have to convince is me. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise. We signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds?
France.
In return, they didn't ask for land. Only a promise that we'd lend a hand and stand with them if they fought against oppressors. And revolution is messy, but now is the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know that Alexander Hamilton is here and he would rather not have this debate. I'll remind you that he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty. Smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty. Desperate to rise above his station. Everything he does betrays the ideals of our nation. Hey, and if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
Come on.
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess, a game of chess where France is queen and kingless. Who signed a treaty with a king whose head is now in a basket? Would you like to take it out and ask it? Or should we honor our treaty, King Louis's head? Do whatever you want. I'm super dead. Enough.
not fight for freedom?
Sure, when the French figure out who's gonna lead them.
The people are leading.
The people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little disquieting. You would let your ideals blind you to reality. Hamilton, sir, draft a statement of neutrality.
Did you forget Lafayette?
What?
Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need you forget.
Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line?
So quick-witted.
Alas, I admit it.
I bet you were quite a lawyer.
My defendants got acquitted.
Yeah. Well, someone ought to remind you.
What?
You're nothing without Washington behind you.
Hamilton.
Daddy's calling.
It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Every action has an equal opposite reaction. Thanks to Hamilton, our cabinet's fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress, we're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press, and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion. The way he preps and preens and dresses like the pits of fashion. Our poorest citizens, our farmers, live ration to ration. As Wall Street robs them blind in search of chips to cash in. This prick is asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me some dirt on his vacuous mask so we can at last unmask him. I'll pull the trigger on him. Someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket.
It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Look back at the Bill of Rights, which I wrote, the ink hasn't dried. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side.
So he's doubled the size of the government. Wasn't the trouble with much of our previous government size?
Look in his eyes,
See how he lied?
Follow the scent of his enterprise.
Centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive.
If we don't stop it, we aid and abet it.
I have to resign.
Somebody has to stand up for the South.
somebody has to stand up to his mouth.
If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet, I am complicit in watching and grabbing and power and kissing. If Washington isn't gonna listen to disciplined dissidents, this is the difference, this kid is out.
Oh, this immigrant isn't somebody we chose. Oh, this immigrant's keeping us all on our toes. Oh, let's show these federalists who they're up against. Oh, Southern motherfucking Democratic Republicans. Oh, now follow the money and see where it goes. Oh, because every second the treasury grows. Oh, if we follow the money and see where it leads, get in the weeds for the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. It must be nice. It must be nice.
Follow the money and see where it goes.
It must be nice. It must be nice.
The emperor has no clothes.
We won't be invisible. We won't be denied. Still, it must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Mr. President, you asked to see me. I know you're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir, I want to give you a word of warning. Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it. Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning. You're kidding. I need a favor. Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for this behavior. Talk less. The press, I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him. I need you to draft an address. Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind. No, he's stepping down so he can run for president. Good luck defeating you, sir. I'm stepping down. I'm not running for president. I'm sorry, what? One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take our break tonight, and then we'll teach him how to say goodbye. To say goodbye, you and I. No, sir, I want to talk about neutrality, sir. With Britain verge of war. Is this the best
I want to
time?
warn against partisan fighting. Pick up a pen, start writing.
I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned. As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve.
One last time, the people will hear from me. One last time, and if we get this right, we're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. You and I.
Mr. President, they will say you're weak.
No, they will see we're strong.
Your position is so unique.
So I'll use it to move them along.
Why do you have to say goodbye?
If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made. One last time,
One last time. Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself will soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of the good laws of a free government, the ever-favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual care, labors and dangers. One last time. Teach him how to say goodbye. George Washington's going
say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. John Adams? I know him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it? 85? That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus
Adams. Good luck. Hamilton, the short-tempered protean creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abused his cabinet post, destroy his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president.
Washington can't help you now, no more Mr. Nice President.
Adams fires Hamilton, privately calls him Creole bastard in his taunts. Hamilton publishes his response.
Sit down, John, you fat mother...
Hamilton's out of control. This is great. He's out of power. He holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party.
Hamilton is a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know.
Mr. Vice President, Mr. Madison, Senator Burr, what is this?
We have the check stubs from separate accounts.
Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts to a Mr. James Reynolds way back in 1791.
Is that what you have? Are you done?
You are uniquely situated by virtue of your position.
Though virtue is not a word I'd apply to this situation.
To seek financial gain, stray from a sacred mission.
And the evidence suggests you engaged in speculation.
And immigrants embezzling our government funds.
I can almost see the headline, your career is done.
I hope you save some money for your daughter and son.
Your best one, run back where you come from.
Ha! You don't even know what you're asking me to confess.
Confess.
You have nothing, I don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless if I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
No one else was in the room where it happened.
Is that a yes?
Yes. Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who you decided to.
What?
She courted me, escorted me to bed, and when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for assorted fee. I paid him quarterly, I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checking history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent the dogs after my scent, that's fine. Yes, I have reason for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. All my answers to your satisfaction.
My God.
Gentlemen, let's go.
So?
The people won't know what we know.
Burr, how do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe-to-toe?
Alexander, rumors only grow.
And we both know what we know.
There is quiet for just a moment, a yellow sky. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown, I couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way out, wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. They passed a plane around, and total strangers moved to kindness by my story. Raised enough for me to book passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the crack in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. And when my prayers to God were met with indifference, I picked up a pen. I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane, there is quiet for just a moment. A yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. We were sick and she was holding me. I couldn't seem to die. Wait for it. I'll write my way out. Write everything down far as I can see. I'll write my way out. Overwhelm them with honesty. This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I can protect my legacy. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it, wait. The Reynolds pamphlet.
The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlights.
The charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds. For purposes of improper speculation, my real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for a considerable time with his knowing consent. I had frequent meetings with her, most of them at my own house.
At his own house. At his own house.
Mrs. Hamilton with our children being absent on a visit to her father.
No. Have you read this?
Never gonna be president now.
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 One less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about.
I came as soon as I heard.
Angelica.
All the way from London. Damn.
Angelica, thank God someone who understands what I'm struggling here to do.
I'm not here for you. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. Put what we had aside. I'm standing at her side. You can never be satisfied. God, I hope you're satisfied.
Never gonna be president now. Never gonna be president now. One less thing to worry about. That's one less thing to worry about.
Have you read this? You ever see somebody on their own life? It's poor, right?
I saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, "Be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive." You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me. I'm searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how you brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said, "You've married an Icarus. He's flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph. How they deceive you, you the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead, with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you
Meet the latest graduate of King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dad got amazed and astonished. The scholars say I got the same virtuosity. Your brains is my pops. The ladies say my brain's not where the resemblance stops. I'm only 19, but my mind is older. Gotta be my own man, like my father, but bolder. I shoulder his legacy with pride. I used to hear him say that someday I would blow us all away. Ladies, I'm looking for Mr. George Eaker. Made a speech last week, our 4th of July speaker. He disparaged my father's legacy in front of a crowd. I can't have that. I'm making my father proud.
I saw him just up Broadway a couple of blocks. He was going to see a play.
Well, I go visit his box.
God, you're a fox.
And y'all look pretty good in your frocks. How about when I get back, we all strip down to our socks?
Blow us all away.
George!
I'm trying to watch the show.
You should have watched your mouth before you talked about my father, though.
I didn't say anything that wasn't true. Your father's a scoundrel, and so it seems to you.
It's like that?
Yeah, I don't fool around. I'm not your little schoolboy.
See you on the dueling ground. That is, unless you want to step outside and go now.
I know where to find you. Piss off and watching this show now.
Pops, if you had only heard the shit he said about you, I doubt you would have let it slide, and I was not about you.
Slow down.
I came to ask you for advice. This is my very first duel. They don't exactly cover this subject in boarding school.
Did your friends attempt to negotiate a peace?
He refused to apologize. We had to let the peace talk cease.
Where is this happening?
Across the river in Jersey. Everything is legal in New Jersey.
All right. So this is what you're gonna do. Stand there like a man until Iker is in front of you. When the time comes, fire your weapon in the air. This will put an end to the whole affair.
But what if he decides to shoot, then I'm a goner?
No, you'll follow suit if he's truly a man of honor. To take someone's life, that is something you can't shake. Philip, your mother can't take another heartbreak.
Father,
promise me, you don't want this young man's blood on your conscience?
Okay, I promise.
Come back home when you're done. Take my guns. Be smart. Make me proud, son.
My name is Philip. I am a poet. And I'm a little nervous, but I can't show it. I'm sorry, I'm a Hamilton with pride. You talk about my father, I cannot let it slide. Mr. Eaker, how was the rest of your show?
I'd rather skip the pleasantries. Let's go. Grab your pistol.
Confer with your men. The duel will commence after we count to 10.
Count to 10.
Look him in the eye, ain't no higher. Summon all the courage you require. And slowly and clearly aim your gun towards the sky.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Where's my son?
Mr. Hamilton, come in. They brought him in a half an hour ago. He lost a lot of blood
Is
on
he
the way
alive?
over. Yes, but you have to understand. The bullet entered just above his hip and lodged in
Can I
his right
see
arm.
him, please?
I'm doing everything I can, but the wound was already infected when he arrived.
Pa, I did exactly as you said, Pa. I head up high.
I know, I know you did everything just right.
Even before we got to 10, I was aiming for the sky.
I know,
I was aiming for the sky.
I know, save your strength and stay alive.
Is he breathing? Is he going to survive this? Who did this, Alexander? Did you know?
Mom, I'm so sorry for forgetting what you taught me.
My son,
we played piano.
I taught you piano.
You would put your hands on mine.
You changed the melody every time.
I would always change the line.
Shh, I know.
I would always change the line.
I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8. There are moments that the words don't reach. There is suffering too terrible to name. You hold your child as tight as you can and push away the unimaginable. The moments when you're in so deep, it feels easier to just swim down. The Hamiltons move uptown and learn to live with the unimaginable.
I spend hours in the garden. I walk alone to the store, and it's quiet uptown. I never liked the quiet before. I take the children to church on Sunday, a sign of the cross at the door, and I pray. That never used to happen before.
If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
Philip, you would like it uptown. It's quiet uptown.
He is working through the unimaginable.
His hair is gone gray. He passes every day. They say he walks the length of the city.
You knock me out, I fall apart.
Can you imagine?
Look at where we are. Look at where we started. I know I don't deserve you, Eliza, but hear me out, that would be enough. If I could spare his life, if I could trade his life for mine, he'd be standing here right now, and you would smile, and that would be enough. I don't pretend to know the challenges we're facing. I know there's no replacing what we've lost, and you need time, but I'm not afraid. I know who I married. Just let me stay here by your side. That would be enough.
If you see him in the street, walking by her side, talking by her side, have pity.
Eliza, do you like it uptown? It's quiet uptown.
He is trying to do the unimaginable. See them walking in the park, long after dark, taking in the sights of the city.
Look around, Eliza.
They are trying to do the unimaginable. There are moments that the words don't reach. There's a grace too powerful to name. We push away what we can never understand. We push away the unimaginable. They are standing in the garden, Alexander by Eliza's side. She takes his hand. It's quiet uptown.
Forgiveness. Can you imagine?
other side have pity. They are going through the unimaginable.
The election of 1800.
Can we get back to politics? Please? Yo, every action has its equal opposite reaction. John Adams shat the bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction. Poor Alexander Hamilton, he is missing in action. So now I'm facing Aaron Burr with his own faction.
He's very attractive in the North. New Yorkers like his chances.
He's not very forthcoming on any particular stances.
Ask him a question that glances off, he obfuscates, he dances.
And they say I'm a Francophile. At least they know I know where France is.
Thomas, that's the problem. See, they see Burr as a less extreme you. You need to change course. A key endorsement might redeem you.
Who did you have in mind?
Don't laugh.
Who is it?
You used to work on the same staff. It might be nice, it might be nice to get Hamilton on your side. It might be nice, it might be nice to get Hamilton on your side.
Talk less, smile more. Don't let them know what you're against or what you're for. Shake hands with him, charm her. It's 1800, ladies, tell your husbands, vote for Burr.
I don't like Adams.
Well, he's gonna lose, that's just defeatist.
And Jefferson?
In love with France.
Yeah, he's so elitist.
I like that Aaron Burr.
I can't believe we're here with him.
He seems approachable. Like who could grab a beer with him?
Dear Mr. Hamilton, your fellow Federalists would like to know how you'll be voting.
It's quiet up.
Dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting?
It's quiet up
Jefferson
town.
or Burr, we know it's lose-lose. Jefferson or Burr, but if you had to choose, dear Mr. Hamilton, John Adams doesn't stand a chance, so who are you promoting? But if you had to choose,
Well, if it isn't Aaron Burr, sir.
Alexander.
You've created quite a stir, sir.
I'm going door to door.
You're openly campaigning.
Sure.
That's new.
Honestly, it's kind of draining.
Burr.
Sir.
Is there anything you wouldn't do?
No, I'm chasing what I want. And you know what?
What?
I learned that from you.
if you had to choose, if you had to choose,
It's a tie.
if you had to choose, if you had to choose,
It's up to the delegates.
if you had to choose, if you had to choose,
It's up to Hamilton.
if you had to choose, Jefferson or Burr, choose.
Yeah. The people are asking to hear my voice. The country is facing a difficult choice. And if you were to ask me who I'd promote, Jefferson has my vote. I had never agreed with Jefferson once. We have fought on like 75 different fronts. But when all is said and all is done, Jefferson has beliefs. Burr has none.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned.
Hamilton's on your side.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, I'll be damned.
And
you won on a landslide.
Congrats on a race well run. I did give you a fight. I look forward to our partnership.
Our partnership.
As your vice president.
Yeah, right. You hear this guy? Man openly campaigns against me, talking about I look forward to our partnership.
It is crazy that the guy who comes in second gets to be vice president.
Ooh, you know what? We can change that. You know why?
Why?
Because I am the president. Burr, when you see Hamilton, thank him for the endorsement.
How does Hamilton, an arrogant, immigrant, orphan, bastard, whore's son, somehow endorse Thomas Jefferson, his enemy? A man he's despised since the beginning, just to keep me from winning. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens, the room where it happens. You've kept me from the room where it happens for the last time.
Dear Alexander, I am slow to anger, but I toe the line as I reckon with the effects of your life on mine. I look back on where I failed, and in every place I checked, the only common thread has been your disrespect. Now you call me immoral, a dangerous disgrace. If you've got something to say, name a time and place, face to face. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Burr.
Mr. Vice President, I am not the reason no one trusts you. No one knows what you believe. I will not equivocate on my opinion. I have always worn it on my sleeve. Even if I said what you think I said, you would need to cite a more specific grievance. Here's an itemized list of 30 years of disagreements.
Sweet Jesus.
Hey, I have not been shy. I am just a guy in the public eye, trying to do my best for our republic. I don't want to fight, but I won't apologize for doing what's right. I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A. Ham.
Careful how you proceed, good man. Intemperate indeed, good man. Answer for the accusations I lay at your feet, or prepare to bleed, good man.
Burr, your grievance is legitimate. I stand by what I said, every bit of it. You stand only for yourself. It's what you do. I can't apologize because it's true.
Then stand, Alexander. We hawking dawn. Guns drawn.
You're on.
I have the honor to be your obedient servant,
A. Ham.
A. Burr.
Alexander, come back to sleep.
I have an early meeting out of town.
It's still dark outside.
I know. I just need to write something down.
Why do you write like you're running out of time? Come back to bed, that would be enough.
I'll be back before you know I'm gone.
Come back to sleep.
This meeting's at dawn.
Well, I'm going back to sleep.
Hey, best of wives and best of women.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
There are 10 things you need to know.
Number 1.
We rode across the Hudson at dawn. My friend William P. Van Ness signed on as my
Number 2.
Hamilton arrived with his crew, Nathaniel Pendleton and the doctor that he knew.
Number 3.
I watched Hamilton examine the terrain. I wish I could tell you what was happening in his brain. This man is poisoned by political pursuits.
Most disputes die and no one shoots. Number 4.
Hamilton drew first position, looking to the world like a man on a mission. This is a soldier with a marksman's ability. The doctor turned around so he could have deniability.
5.
Now I didn't know this at the time, but we were near the same spot. My son died, is that why? He examined his gun with such rigor. I watched as he methodically fiddled with the trigger.
7.
Confession time, here's what I got. My fellow soldiers will tell you I'm a terrible shot.
Number 8.
Your last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight. They won't teach you this in your classes, but look it up. Hamilton was wearing his glasses. Why? If not to take deadly aim. It's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
Number 9.
Look him in the eye, aim no higher. Summon all the courage you require. Then count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10. Paces fire.
I imagine death so much it feels more like a memory. Is this where it gets me? On my feet, several feet ahead of me. I see it coming. Do I run or fire my gun or let it be? There is no beat, no melody. Burr, my first friend, my enemy. Maybe the last face I ever see. If I throw away my shot, is this how you remember me? What if this bullet is my legacy? Legacy. What is a legacy? It's planting seeds in a garden you never get to see. I wrote some notes at the beginning of a song someone will sing for me. America, you great unfinished symphony you sent for me. You let me make a difference, a place where even orphan immigrants can leave their fingerprints and rise up. I'm running out of time, I'm running and my time's up. Wise up, eyes up. I catch a glimpse of the other side. Lawrence leads a soldier's chorus on the other side. My son is on the other side. He's with my mother on the other side. Washington is watching from the other side. Teach me how to say goodbye. Rise up, rise up, rise up, Eliza. My love, take your time. I'll see you on the other side. Raise a glass to freedom.
He aims his pistol at the sky. Wait!
I strike him right between his ribs. I walk towards him, but I am ushered away. They row him back across the Hudson. I get a drink. I hear wailing in the streets. Somebody tells me you'd better hide. They say Angelica and Eliza were both at his side when he died. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. History obliterates, and every picture it paints me in all my mistakes. When Alexander aimed at the sky, he may have been the first one to die, but I'm the one who paid for it. I survived, but I paid for it. Now I'm the villain in your history. I was too young and blind to see. I should have known the world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me. The world was wide enough for both Hamilton and me.
Let me tell you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
President Jefferson. I'll give him this. His financial system is a work of genius. I couldn't undo it if I tried. And I tried.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
President Madison. He took our country from bankruptcy to prosperity. I hate to admit it, but he doesn't get enough credit for all the credit he gave us.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Every other founding father story gets told. Every other founding father gets to grow old.
And when you're gone, who remembers your name? Who keeps your flame? Who tells your story?
Who tells your story? Who tells your story?
I put myself back in the narrative. I stop wasting time on tears. I live another 50 years. It's not enough. I interview every soldier who fought by your side.
She tells our story.
I try to make sense of your thousands of pages of writings. You really do write like you're running out of time. I rely on Angelica. While she's alive, we tell your story. She is buried in Trinity Church near you. When I needed her most, she was right on time. And I'm still not through. I ask myself, what would you do if you had more time? The Lord in His kindness, He gives me what you always wanted. He gives me more time. I raise funds in D.C. for the Washington Monument.
She tells my story.
I speak out against slavery. You could have done so much more if you only had time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell your story? Oh, can I show you what taste of the orphanage. I established the first private orphanage in New York City. The orphanage. I helped raise hundreds of children. I get to see them growing up. Orphanage. In their eyes I see you, Alexander. I see you every time. And when my time is up, have I done enough? Will they tell your story? Oh, I can't wait to see you again. It's only a matter of time. Will they tell your story? Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Will they tell your story? Who lives, who dies, who tells your